Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some clips of Syreeta's story on my 600-pound life. She's been struggling with her weight her entire life, and she's actually to the point where she's afraid to fall asleep. Will she be able to turn it around and lose enough weight to get weight loss surgery from Dr. Now? Stick around to find out. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
Syreeta clearly knows that she has a problem with her overeating, and it
No. Stop.
has reached a dangerous point. The question is whether or not she's willing to do all she needs to change that, or she's looking for a quick fix and a magical solution to fix it for her.
Well, we all want a quick fix, Doctor. Now quit playing around.
I don't sleep well at night at all. I'm a night owl. I'm up constantly all night.
Do you call it being a night owl when you keep waking up because your heart stops? I'm sorry. Do you really consider it being a night owl when you keep being awoken by your sleep apnea?
I'm scared to sleep, if I could be honest about it.
That's messed up.
I'm scared that I'm not gonna wake up because of my weight.
Dude, look at all that stuff on the left. What is that, a hot plate? There's a double hot plate just sitting right there. So you know she does a lot of cooking from that bed.
I done had some health scares and
Dude, clean up your room.
I got doctors tell me I'm too big.
I don't know why, man. What are they on about?
Can you go down there and help me?
Can I go down there and help you? Down where? You want me to go down there and help you? What do you mean by that?
Wait, it scares me now.
Your little request is scaring me.
I stand up in front of the bed.
He has to go stand up in front of the bed and go down there and help her. I don't want to know what that means.
And then on top of that, I wake up in a lot of pain. I want to tell you, I be in pain a lot.
I bet. At least your foot hasn't started separating from your ankle like that one person.
Wait a minute. I live with the love of my life, my husband Lawrence, and my stepson. I'm thankful for my current living situation because not everybody got a roof over their head, but at the same time, it's challenging.
It can be a challenge to have an empty aquarium just chilling in your house like that, next to a hot plate. So, I understand.
But even...
Dude, clean up everything immediately. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I know this show isn't about that. I've heard you can't really watch hoarders. They'll come at you hard.
though my life...
I would watch that one. I would love to watch hoarders with you guys, man. If I can somehow get around copyright from them, I will totally do it, but I hear they're real bad.
was miserable. I get an excitement when I know it's time to eat again. What are we eating?
Look at the look on his face after she said, "What are we eating?" He's looking to the side like,
Huh? Hello. What's for breakfast? Ow! What's that?
he does not look amused. He's like, "Man, I am so sick of hearing that question. You woke up all extra early just to eat. It's 4 a.m. The sun isn't even out. What do you mean?" I think maybe he's over this at this point.
Syreeta and I have been married for about a year.
Only 1 year.
I've been with girls that was big, but she's the biggest girl I've been with.
Yeah, your little preference for women living in a larger body is kind of starting to fade away now, right? You're like, I used to really like bigger girls, but now...
And at first...
Look at this soulless look in his eyes. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh at the soulless look in this dude's eyes. It's just funny to me because I really know that look, because that's the look in my eyes. Yeah, see, I know that look. That's that look of like, man, what the hell am I doing with my life? How did I end up here? What the F?
Hard to get used to. I've never seen it from the lens of somebody bigger. You never know what they really go through.
That's fine.
I've been larger myself, but I've never been 600 pounds. I only made it up to 598.
Eating makes sometimes her mood better. If she's stressed out, she eats. If she's unhappy, she'll eat. I mean, I guess it's a coping mechanism for her.
Yeah, very insightful.
I'm hungry.
Dude, when aren't you hungry is what I would say.
Ready for breakfast? I am.
What, second breakfast? I already made you a breakfast.
What you need me to get?
I want to do bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches with some pizza rolls.
Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, plural, and some pizza rolls, also plural.
Okay.
You can go grab that and I'll get the stuff set up here.
Okay, so this dude has been married to her for 1 year. She seems to have gotten very familiar with you very quickly. Some people will love bomb you, you know, and get this relationship moving along all quick, so we get all dependent on each other all quick like. And then next thing you know, we've been together for only a year, and I'm sponge bathing you in the living room. What? So be careful when somebody starts love bombing you.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
But I can't really judge because I am an enabler sometimes.
Sometimes. You mean all the time, okay.
1 minute I'm like, no, you shouldn't. Then I'm like, here you go, what you wanted.
Just like a spoiled child. She's gonna sit there at her hot plate. Or is that a DJ station? What if I was wrong? She just started spinning right there real quick. That would change this whole scenario. I would see this whole thing completely different if she was actually just DJing right there.
It's like peace and war. Do I want war or do I want peace?
Why are you making it in the bedroom?
If I don't.
Do you guys not have a kitchen?
About it.
What's the deal? Is this a studio?
It fulfills empty voids that humans can't fulfill.
Okay. The love of a human being cannot fill the void in you as much as some pizza rolls. Okay, I'm sure your husband loves to hear that, right? No person on this planet can make me feel good at all. Not even close to how good food makes me feel. Dude, I'm standing right here with what the hell? After I changed your bedpan, Syreeta? Nothing makes me feel as good as these pizza rolls. No other human on this planet means shit to me. You bitch. I've never had a pizza roll that good. No, I'm just kidding. I would choose them over any other human being too.
It's like
Alright, so we've got a bacon and egg sandwich situation type deal that we're preparing on the edge of the bed, as you do.
a kid in the candy store. When you go in the candy store and your eyes light up because you got a multitude of stuff and you got all type of different variety of stuff. It's the same thing when it comes to looking at my refrigerator like, oh, I'm eating out of every one of those snacks.
Okay, let's take a look here. She's got 3 sandwiches and a pile of whatever this stuff is right here on the left. I don't know. And then here's his 1 sandwich, I suppose. And then here's a plate of pizza rolls.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Fine, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
That's good.
What if he came in and he was just like, what the heck? You're overweight. I cannot help you, madam. And then he just slams the door and marches out. One day, right? That's probably how he's going to retire. When he's had enough of all this, he's like, I'm going to do something hilarious on my last day. I'm going to come into the office. I'm just be like, what the hell? This person is overweight. What the hell? This is completely ridiculous. He just starts acting shocked like he's never seen any of this before.
Well, you must be Syreeta.
Yes.
You are from Columbus, Ohio.
Yes.
So what brought you down to Houston?
Are you taking the piss? Doctor, now what do you mean what brought her down to Houston? Is he just playing games or what? He's like, so what brings you in here today? I can't think of any reason why you might be here to see me at all. Why are you here? Thanks, Doctor, now, for being weird. Making the whole shit weird, bro.
Getting the weight off, came for surgery. Trying to get that extra push.
Yeah, did you notice the part where I was morbidly obese, Doctor, now? And also the part where you are a bariatric surgeon. I thought maybe, you know, you and I could come together and do something that is mutually beneficial here. I don't know why you're playing dumb, bro.
Support that I need to help with losing the weight.
So you're 31 years old and...
He's like, so you're overweight? Okay. All right, I guess. What is this?
You're just over 600, huh?
Yes.
So at your height, that puts your BMI over 100, which is very dang.
Oh my gosh! BMI over 100? What? What?
So what you have done so far to get your weight down?
I've tried dieting, intermittent fasting.
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Stop. Look at the look on the husband's face. He's like, man, you didn't try any of that stuff. Shut the hell up. Stop lying.
And lower carb options.
When you eat food, do you feel comfort?
I do.
But do you feel guilty afterward?
Yes, I do.
So you have a cycle of going to food for comfort and eating what you know you shouldn't and regretting it, but still not changing any of your habits.
Very insightful, Dr. Now.
So why haven't you made any changes to that cycle?
It's so hard sometimes. It's a challenge for me sometimes.
Well,
The pain of all the stuff that I have done to myself is only soothed by the substance that has done this to me. Similar to other addictions.
it is not going to be easy. So you have to be willing to work hard and change it if you want better weight and better health overall. Does anybody in the household encourage you to eat more?
Did she not understand him right there? She's like, his accent was a little thick.
Yes, I have enablers. People that don't know how to tell me
So
no.
who's your enabler?
Oh, we're calling him out right here in the beginning.
Well, my husband is one of my big.
He's right there. Look at him looking down at the ground.
So he doesn't want to argue with you
That's
that you
exactly-
eat? Or...
You're trying to blame your husband right now. Although he did ask, do you have any enablers, but still.
That's not being an enabler. That's
It's an enabler.
Are you bullying him to feed you? Are you...
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Doctor Now. You're bullying him to feed you. Yeah, he says no, and then you just keep bullying him until he says yes. So I don't know, is that an enabler, or is that somebody who just begrudgingly does what you said once you browbeat them enough?
Call that the enabler.
I do not bully him.
So what does he have to say about that? Am I right?
You're damn right, Doctor Now.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Pretty much. He don't want to argue with you, right?
Definitely.
So Syreeta, how we do with your activity and exercise?
It could be challenging. I have pain in my knees really bad sometimes, so I sit a lot.
So you have a lot of unhealthy habits that aren't good for you. In particular, you're eating unhealthy food from start of the day to the end of the day. And you need to start making better choices with your eating, discipline yourself about eating. And
This is all just common sense.
once you do that and you get control of that, then weight loss surgery may be an option for you, okay? So until then, you're gonna have to develop understanding and knowledge of how to eat and how not to eat, okay? And you're gonna be supporting her to follow the diet and do exercise and all that.
Yes.
And then they cut to a shot of her eating like fried chicken or something.
Weeks since we saw
That's a taco from a fast food establishment. No, get it out of here.
now, and me and Lawrence have been working mostly on our diet. Now, today, we're gonna add some exercise into the mix.
Did you guys make those tacos yourself, or?
That was good.
All right, let's see if she can do it. Okay, we got a lot of butt crack happening.
Make the workouts fun. So I like playing games with Lawrence or just having a good time going for a walk. When I was active, I was on the volleyball team, so I recreate the stuff that I used to do when I was in my teens.
There you go.
I have anxiety of people, like kids looking at me and, I'm scared as hell, but
That does suck, but to hell with those kids.
I'm doing this for myself, so.
If those kids give you a hard time, you just start running at them, right? So I'm gonna get you fucking kids.
F them. You ready?
Oh man, doing anything at that size is just exhausting, huh?
Thank you.
It's embarrassing to be all super out of breath doing simple stuff, isn't it? You try to hide it, you're like, no, I'm fine, dude. No, dude, I'm good. I'm not out of breath. That was right to you, man. Come on. I'm just kidding, dude. That's a good effort.
All right, so
All right, so you played volleyball one time. Now we're back at Dr. Now's office. He's like, I saw that you played one game of volleyball. I think you're ready. I think you're ready for this surgery. You have demonstrated to me The easiest episode of 600 Pound Life ever.
It's been 2 months. I expected that you're gonna lose at least 60 pounds.
Here we go. Did she?
But in return, you have only lost 12 pounds, which
You lost 12 pounds instead of 60. That sucks.
is 6 pounds a month, which is not very much.
Not very much, but you didn't gain weight, so that's cool. My expectations have gotten pretty low.
So what happened to the diet instruction we gave you? Did you read those papers?
I did.
Did she read the paper with the diet instructions? No, she dipped it in some ranch and then started eating it.
I did.
How many times you read it?
I read it. Actually, I read it a couple times.
I just didn't do any of the stuff that was on there. I did read it though. I did.
Because I was showing.
A couple times. The deal was you read it every night.
What the heck? Was this some weird little cult you're starting there, Doctor Now? Read it every night. Can't I just memorize the meal plan one time? The top line of his meal plan is just like, you will listen and respect Dr. Now. Why do I have to read this document every single night? That's a little weird, Dr. Now. You want me to remember and recite this thing like it's verses from a holy book?
I was doing good and eating more healthier than I am.
More healthier.
Than I was. I did good. It's just the consistency.
Well, we did go from eating a bacon egg sandwich and Totina's pizza rolls to tacos and a burrito in a park, I guess.
That I think that I struggle with.
Well, you know, the normal weight for your height is 140 pounds.
Look at the look on her face. She's like, what? Doctor, now you are completely insane. What do you mean? 140 pounds, Doctor, now. What kind of crack are you smoking, sir? Dude, the look on her face right now. She looks shocked to the point where she's thinking like, what? A human being cannot be 140 pounds, my good sir, at any height. So I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah.
Is it? Let's see, what was it that I weighed again?
140 pounds. You're not double of that.
You're not double of that.
You're almost 4.5 times that.
You're almost 4.5 times that. Oh my gosh. Oh my. When he puts it like that, it's hard to not see it.
So
This dude right here is like, really? Holy shit. I knew it was bad, man, but I didn't know it was that bad. Dang.
how you gonna lose that weight to get down to under 200? If you think losing 6 pounds a month is good progress,
6 pounds a month. Oh, what is it going to take, 30 years? In order to lose 500 pounds at 6 pounds a month would take 83 months or 6.9 years. I'm glad that I did that little math right there, dude. We all were dying to know, right?
if you're gonna do that, it's gonna take you 6 to 7 years to.
Oh, I told you. Wow, did he do that in his head? I used a calculator for that. Very impressive, Doctor Now. I see why they give you the golden stethoscope, my guy.
lose that weight. And that is assuming you stick with it.
That's true.
What do you think will be the solution for your problem? You know, instead of being 140, you're not 240, you're not 340, you're not 440, you're not 540.
He keeps reiterating. Well, I guess sometimes that's what you got to do to drive it home, right? You're not 140. You're not 240, 340, 440, 540 even. You're more than that. That's... When you put it like that, Doctor Now, my goodness.
You're 591. So how long your body is going to tolerate all that extra weight that you're putting on there? And this is your life, and you know you're not going to live longer like that if you keep all that weight on you.
Yep, he's giving her the hard truth right now. You don't want to hear this, but you need to hear this.
But right now, you're killing yourself with food, and you don't seem to get that. And I'm not sure your family is getting that too. So let's give you another 2 months, lose 60 pounds again.
When the little old man gives you the business, dude, what can you do or say? He's just straight up being honest, dude.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Feeling it?
All right, man. Come on, do it, Syreeta.
So we're
Let's
gonna
do
go
this.
all the way down over there, right? So I want you just to swim.
Dude, seeing larger people in the pool is so majestic.
That was really good. When I first saw Syreeta, huge potential, a lot of weight to lose, but it's very possible.
This guy is awesome.
Lift up, touchdown. Lift up, touchdown.
I think water aerobics and doing exercise in pools and stuff is a great idea for larger people.
We're doing squats now, right here. Just squat down. You already started it. There you go.
I can do this now, but I'll be feeling it when I get out.
All right, get down in that water. You're gonna punch.
Yeah, dude, see, it's so much easier to do it in the water, dude.
I've had some days where I've struggled more than others, but I'm always dedicated to getting back on track
Was she wearing socks in the pool? What the heck? What are you doing?
if I ever slip up.
All right, come on, Syreeta, you can do it.
All right, Syreeta, what's going on with you?
You guys think that she did it? I don't know.
Now go ahead, lay it on me. Go ahead, cuss me.
Lay it on her, dude.
Why should I cut you out?
Because I didn't meet my goal again this time.
What? No! Please tell me that she's just not believing in herself, but she actually did it.
You're right about that. This is 4 months later. You could have lost another 200 pounds, but you gained. So why is
What? She gained? After all those water aerobics?
that?
Well, you know, I had a lot going on back at home. I was still eating, you know, as far as on the healthy wise, but it was
No.
just so much stuff going on.
There was just so much stuff going on, so I had to gain weight because, you know, life was getting a little wacky back there. So I figured that I would eat unabashedly for a while. Unabashedly is a pretty good word, too. I'm sorry for randomly bringing up when I use a good word occasionally. It's almost like I'm an idiot and I've never used a good word before.
At that time, so I wasn't being mobile enough as I should have been, and
Your activity has very little to do with your weight.
Yep, your activity has very little to do with your weight. The 3 most important things to weight loss are diet, diet, and diet. Tell her, doctor, now.
well, that's what you said.
Okay, and
That's what you said. What? Are you saying that he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about? He has a golden stethoscope, dude. What other credentials do you need? He also appears to have some sort of military insignia or some crap going on right here. I don't even know. Not only is he a surgeon, he's also apparently a cop and a corporal in the military, according to the various insignia on his jacket.
let's back up a little bit.
Go ahead.
Okay, you think your weight isn't mostly about your eating habit?
I feel like I've been doing good with my eating
That's
habits.
not the question. Just stick with the question. Don't go off. So you think your weight has to do with your eating habit, correct?
Correct.
If you're 5 pounds overweight and you want to burn extra calories, working out will help with that. But if you're 500 to 600 pounds, the only thing it does will improve your stamina. It's not as if
Yep. To lose weight, you got to get your diet in order. You can't outrun a bad diet, period. You can sit here and just be on the elliptical 24/7, but if you're just eating donuts, you ain't going to get anywhere. You're going to gain weight still.
significant factor at your weight loss. So the only thing that makes difference if you eat less. Do you get that?
She doesn't seem convinced. She's just like, yeah, you've been saying this thing about the diet and stuff, doctor, now. Yeah, it sounds a little completely insane to me, but
Right.
Let me give you an example, okay? You assume you go into the bank, you deposit $100, you put in a $100 bill each month. But now, this time you go into bank, you go deposit $100, nickel and dime, $1 bill. You still deposit the same amount, but it's broken to a small portion. But you still have the same total. Would that make any difference? No.
I think the point he's making is if you snack a bunch of times throughout the day, it's the same as eating a bunch of large meals, right?
Telling me that you're eating the smaller meals now, and
But you're eating like 10,000 of them, so they equal the larger meals of before.
you're eating less at one time. So you're doing great, but you're still eating the same total in a day. If you're changing some product in your eating habit, but you're getting the same amount of calories, that's not gonna matter.
Okay. Now that you said that, now that's a different. That's okay. Now,
All right, now it's starting to click. Okay.
You
you're
understand what
saying.
I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Okay, so no matter what you do, you gotta see some changes on the scale. And if you're not, then you still need to reduce the total calorie intake. The whole idea is not that you're gonna eat less in volume, but less in calories.
Right, so you're going to give her some recommendations on different food to eat.
So that $100 deposit that you're making, you need to cut that down. You need to change your eating habit. So that's where your focus needs to be. You understand that?
Yes.
You should be able to lose 5 pounds a week.
Okay.
5 pounds a week when you're that size is nothing.
So over the next 2 months, I want you to lose at least 40 pounds to show me that you're back on track and doing what you need, okay?
Yes.
5 pounds a week. For you, shouldn't be any problem.
You got this, Syreeta. Let's do it.
If you just
Dude, I don't like her little already.
eat the appropriate amount and a calorie, you're gonna be able to do that.
She was shocked at the prospect of a human being weighing only 140 pounds earlier, so hopefully this goes well.
Welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. So Lawrence is going to be with us, and I'm glad to have you together because I want to hear from him too. But Syreeta, why don't you start and tell me a little bit about yourself?
I'm 31. I grew up in Peoria, Illinois.
Oh, wow, Illinois. I grew up in Illinois too. I grew up outside of Chicago.
Okay.
This guy has the stereotypical, like, therapist vibe that's like, I don't know, I don't like it. Oh yeah, I grew up in Illinois. Just shut the fuck up, idiot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Grew up in foster care.
What was that like?
It was horrible. The typical stories of foster care, the typical horrific things you normally hear about foster care. That's the typical. That's what happened.
Foster care does suck, and a lot of horrible things have happened to many people in foster care. Almost all of these people, if not every single one of them, has some sort of tragic past.
I feel bad because we're jumping right into it, but it sounds like you were abused.
Yeah.
What kind of abuse?
Sexual, physical,
Why, dude? Why?
mental.
All of it.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. You were literally physically defending yourself from the earliest age.
This person had stuff done to them that was terrible, like touching them and abusing them and all this other type of stuff. Some people that were touched when they were kids become morbidly obese to try to keep people from touching them and put space between them and their abuser. It seems to be very common.
Attitude towards you was?
Like, I don't know. Like, I felt like she hated me. My mom treated me like I was a bitch off the streets. Like,
Was there any?
But this wasn't your real mom, this was a foster situation, which is still messed up, dude. We really need to do something about the foster care system in this country. It's complete nonsense. We're allowing people that are scumbags to adopt like 5 or 10 kids just so they can get a monthly paycheck from those kids and then give the kids the crappiest accommodations and the least amount of food possible so they can profit. We've all heard of this scenario happening over and over and over again. Can we start investigating people before we give them human beings to raise? Maybe, you know? Maybe if you go to a place and you see that these people are bums who are just milking the system and having all these foster kids so they can get paid, maybe we shouldn't let them have those kids. Maybe you should have to have like a job or some sort of financial stability already to adopt so that you're not just adopting these kids to use them for the money. Because when they do that, they don't seem to treat them that well. You have other stories of people getting their kids taken away for really stupid minor shit. And then you have foster care like this, where they're just abusing kids basically in the public eye for years and nothing is ever done about it. It's not cool, dude.
Follow up about the abuse and stuff in foster home? Were there ever charges filed or anybody got in trouble? No.
No, of course there wasn't.
You know, Syreeta, your entire life.
It's never too late, man. I would go back to those foster parents today and I'd be like, hey, remember all that stuff that you did to me? Well, I'm back. And I'm here to get vengeance for it. Sorry. This video isn't about that.
Nobody has ever stuck up for you. You've been defending yourself so long, I feel like you come into the room like this.
You are putting up a lot of barriers, Syreeta.
Am I right? Does she have her dukes up? Yeah.
That dude is not into this therapy at all. He's like, man, shut the fuck up. Call me crazy, but I don't think that guy's really into therapy at all. He's just like, what? Yeah, my childhood or some crap. What?
Yeah.
I think it's because if somebody gave you a piece of gum in the back of your mind, you think, what I gotta do because I got this piece of gum. And it goes on and on and on. It goes like that.
What?
Your husband's very smart.
I read you more than what you think I read you.
Did you hear what he said? Mm-hmm. It's as if you're suspicious of people who are trying to help you. Even somebody like Dr. Now, right? And somebody could even make the argument that the gaining a little bit weight right before the surgery is because you don't even trust the surgery, right?
Oh, wow. We're getting really deep. Okay.
You're maybe worried that that's not going to help.
You're really hitting on some good stuff here, dude.
Yes, I'm scared. I'm terrified.
Scared of the surgery.
I'm scared of it all.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. That'd be a scary surgery, dude. All surgery is scary. That'd be really scary. You ever heard of anesthesia awareness, where some people wake up during a surgery, not to the point where they can move or anything, but just to the point where they're conscious, but they're still paralyzed, but they can feel everything that's happening to them. Oh my God, that sounds horrible. I don't know if she's worried about that. That's what I worry about.
It's normal to be worried about a surgery, right?
Normal to be worried about anesthesia awareness. That shit is no joke, dude. Can you imagine?
So all of the homework I want to focus on, one, letting down your guard a little bit. And I think one of the ways to do that is to keep track of what you've been eating really accurately so that when Dr. Now asks you, you can tell him, right? Letting go of the weight that's holding you down. You can do this.
All right, man. We're gonna get all psychological on that ass.
Recently, Dr. Paradise prescribed me to do food journaling therapy. It's been pretty.
That's a good idea. What are you doing? Why are you sitting on the floor like that? Okay, so this is a weird situation. Their kitchen is really weird. It's got like a little, is that like a mini oven and stove over there? And then the water heater is just like in the corner? Is that where you guys were cooking on a hot plate in the bedroom? Although, you still do have a kitchen here you could use. I don't know why the heck everything was taking place in the bedroom before.
And I'm more aware of what's going into my body.
I want to see you succeed.
So it's easier for me to keep track, and I can actually pinpoint, oh, this is what I ate and how much of it I ate.
Food journal is a great idea, especially if you're somebody living in a larger body. You may be completely unaware of how much you actually eat. Human beings have a way of lying to themselves and making themselves think that nothing is nearly as bad as it is, right? So if you keep a food journal, it will help you a lot. You're like, I just had a couple bites of a cookie, right? But you had a couple bites of 12 different cookies, which equaled several cookies overall. You have a very interesting living room situation here.
Ow!
All right, getting those camera angles.
Therapy has impacted my diet in a few little ways. Like, it's holding me accountable. It's making me more aware.
Okay, so cooking some shrimp on the grill.
I'm more aware of my intake. And then I can be aware of like how each
Why is there a water heater right next to your sink in the kitchen? What the heck?
meal made me feel. In the end, like if I'm energized. Today I had shrimp and veggies for dinner, so I literally had to count each shrimp.
Okay, all right.
Supposed to be 8, but my husband put 14 on my plate, so I ended up having 14 shrimp. And
I think 14 shrimp will be fine for you, dude.
today I wrote a letter to my mom. I wrote this letter to her because I feel like it plays a big part in.
Yeah, so the therapist thought it would be really helpful if I wrote down my feelings about my mother in this journal. Dear Mom, the way that you treated me... Sincerely, Syreeta. Oh, you're still there. I thought I turned the camera off. Dear Mom, the way you adopted me for money was real cute.
My stress and why I eat a lot and why I eat so much, so it plays a big role in that. And
it's good to know why you're doing what you're doing, because then you can work on changing.
well, since their mom has been exactly a year and almost 1 month since she left this wicked ass world.
Oh, okay, so she passed.
I know since she left, it definitely hasn't been easy for me at all.
All right, I don't have anything hilarious to say about this. It's too somber, okay? I don't have to screw around and make a dumb joke all the time.
I never felt the same from you. I always felt like you hated me. Like, it felt like most times I wasn't your child. I always
My goodness, this is pretty bad.
carried that grudge that you loved the other children more than you liked me. You put me back out on the streets. Why?
What? Yeah, she literally put you out on the street? What the heck?
But with my other siblings, you didn't do that.
Dude, this situation is really horrible.
Like I was just some animal.
How did your letter go?
it went.
Man, that is a sad letter and a sad situation all around. But hopefully in writing it, you can start to let it go and heal from it.
The one person who feel like hurting me the most, that let me down, need to hear. And basically, you know, she's deceased now, so I have to get to a point where I need to let it go.
Yeah, you're going to have to let it go. She's not going to be able to apologize for any of that. And a lot of times people won't, so you're going to have to learn to let it go without that closure.
I'm proud of you.
All right.
Oh my gosh, is that Darcy and Stacy on the left? What? Tell me that is not them on the left in this graphic right here. Alright, so that was messed up. Hopefully Syreeta went on to lose the weight and conquer all of her demons. Let's see, let's look it up real quick. After working with Dr. Now for a year, Syreeta lost 97 pounds and weighed 506 pounds. After my 600-pound life, Syreeta hasn't shared if she had weight loss surgery. Her Facebook page has many posts that indicate she has continued to work out after the show ended. In her most recent photos from January 22nd, Syreeta seems to be staying on track and not gaining weight. In a post from August 2022, Syreeta wrote, "I literally worked out for a whole 48 minutes by myself without my trainer this time." This post proved that she was motivated to lose weight. And she's still married to her husband. Okay, so she's still working on her weight to this day, and nobody knows if she had the weight loss surgery, but I'm guessing that she did not because she hasn't lost like a ridiculous amount of weight. What do you think of today's story? What was the most outrageous scene in the whole thing? Have a good day, everybody. Please click the like button. 1 like equals 1 mustache Komen. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.